Welcome back. Mrs. Benito, you're talking social change.
Yes. I mean, like Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore, one of the things he did on the social change, because he knew that the environment of a society is important to investors and to the international government. And like I think the Honorable Minister for Trade, Dr. Enelama, on his review with the House, said one of the critical things Nigeria must do is enabling environment. Enabling environment includes our value system as a people. People are approaching the airport, the immigration officers, their attitude, taking the issues of bribe, how they even treat visitors and even their citizens. You don't treat your citizens right, you get nonsense out of them. So the value of the police, who if reports are made to him because somebody has more money, he gets away with it. The Justice Department, the social sector of the Justice Department, where there is no justice. These are a lot of things that the president needs to sit down and articulate this change process. Change is not just a mantra, it's a process. It has to be articulated, where teams and various teams have to be built up. I heard one man commenting during the week and said something like, they don't have money. It is not the issues of money. It's the issue of communication. You have channels, you have AIT, you have other platforms. Let the government take responsibility and look for men and women, whether home and abroad. Forget partisan politics. We're talking about Nigeria. There's something bigger than APC, bigger than PDP happening here. It is a nation that needs to come out of our recession quickly. 170 million people cannot be in recession for too long. It's a very dangerous thing. And so our value system needs to be checked. But guess what? We don't have a system where people can whistle us. Where a system where somebody can report a matter and he knows his life is secured. So
that law was I think the last administration signed a whistleblowing law into.
So we need to look at that. There must be a website somewhere where the issues of bribe. I mean, a friend of mine was telling me about some contract happening in Abuja and the way to get it, and I said, are we still here? Our value system, our greed. There's a book that was written by somebody, they had to ban it in Kenya. It's called It Is My Time to Eat. Our own will be It Is My Time to chop. That value system that, oh, my brother is in government and therefore he owes the village. He must take government money and do this and that. There is a lie. I was coming on this road and I was telling the driver, I said, this road has gone so bad. The person who built the road, his value system shows us who he is. That road is a proof. So on the social sector, everything we do, I see people beating the red light on a Sunday morning. And you say you're headed to church? You are kidding God.
You think?
You know, so what are we doing? Each one of us, yes, the government has their role, but the citizen too also can put pressure on government by changing our own attitude. However, a policy has to be put in place to begin to reorientate, even from the level of nursery school. The new Nigeria needs to be formed. Because we have 70% youth, we have the largest youth population in Africa. Africa as a whole has the largest youth population in the entire world. Europe is dying. West is going by age. We have a crop of new-blooded youths that need orientation. The way they have seen government and adults over the years, we need to tell them, hello, no be so. We need to draw them back. So we have this opportunity with this change matter, if and only if it is a serious desire from government and to the public space.
How are we going to do that? You're talking about a populace that feels discriminated against.
The victim mentality.
Not carried along. They know that if they get into trouble, they're most likely going to be jailed. If a big man, in quotes, drives against traffic and they follow the big man, the big man will be let free and they will go to jail. So you're talking about a populace that has that kind of psyche. They just feel that they're left out.
And that's why government begins the change. Government can't demand that change without beginning it. If I were the government, in the next 100 days of this change matter, since it's very fresh in everybody's mind, you go after the Justice Department. You go after the issues of the police. You go after the issues of security. If you kill a man, for example, we don't have a terrorist
flamboyant living.
Yes, the terrorist acts. You immediately sanction the number of cars individuals could have. Immediately. All cars seized. If they have to be unction to sell it abroad, whatever. Let us recover some funds. The issue of pursuing those who have stolen our money, continue to underground, is not a major factor. But until government takes a position, if tomorrow morning the president says, I am selling off half of the fleet, or changing it to private to raise money for the country,
selling it,
that is an action.
Individuals.
Very vivid action must be taken to deal with the psychic. Because the power of the psychology is just simply seeing actions being taken. Nigerians are kind people. We are too good. Other countries, matters happening like this, would have gone haywire.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they told us that we won't have a country by 2015 by the indicators of international issues. But we are still together because we are good people. However, government has to prove it. But you see, this is where the house comes in. As far as I'm concerned, most of the guys in the house, people should start penning their names down. 2019, we don't want to see them.
Okay, just hold on. We have a caller from Maryland. Hello, Afolabi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Afolabi.
Yeah, good morning, and good morning to your guest.
Morning.
Okay. I want to make a contribution concerning what you are discussing.
Please go ahead.
All right. So the change we need. Well, I believe the change actually starts from the leaders. Because for every organization out there, starts from the head. And once the head is rotten, the entire body surely becomes rotten. Nigeria, as a case study, a lot of things is wrong with this country. Because I believe even with the youth that we are coming, that are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. The question is, what I think that we, or the people out there now, the leaders, the so-called leaders out there now, they are teaching the so-called young ones. An average Nigerian of about 20, 25, 30 or below that age is thinking of how to make millions without even working for it. So we are still how do you put it, on the gunpowder. On the gunpowder, that's just the truth. And I believe we really need to make drastic changes, serious changes. Otherwise, in a few years from now, we won't have a country called Nigeria. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Afolabi.
Thank you.
Wow.
I guess he echoed your thoughts.
Yes, I mean, there's another theory that I want us to talk about, because we're talking about change. It talks about there are two types of leaders, a transformational leader and a transactional leader.
Before you go there, let me just take you back a bit.
Yeah.
There was something you said about not being a major factor. You said pursuing those who stole money, continued underground, is not a major factor. Why do you say that?
It's not a major factor because people have been stealing for a long time, so we have a long list to go. If we spend time on that list, we won't go anywhere.
We won't do anything else.
So while we set up a team pursuing people on the private area, let us focus on nation building. I was just speaking to one guy who used to be like a chairman of Nigerian diaspora somewhere in the Far East, Eastern Europe. He just told me that Nigeria, the diaspora brings in nothing less than $20 billion annually into Nigeria by coming to Nigeria, sending money to Nigeria, trade and all that. And that the government has not harvested the Nigerians in diaspora. I met a lady who was sponsored by government to do electrical engineering. She made a first class. She said she came back from England. There was no proposal on how to engage. My husband was also on scholarship in Ukraine. They come back, no engagement. We put people who should not be in places when we have talents. So part of that change is acknowledging that you have talent and quit being a mediocre nation. Stop putting people because of they are your brothers, they are your sisters, they are from the east, they are from the west. Let's have qualified people in qualified places.
Okay. David from Ikorodu.
Okay.
Hello, David.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to talk about in the aspect of social stuff. It really has to do with the top and the higher position. Some people are not wanted, and some people are not needed in the House of Rep and House of Senate. That's the upper house and lower house. None of them. Like, there are so many people. I was even going through some this thing, and I saw their faces. They look like cows. They're even contesting for chairmanship. So they're supposed not to be there. You understand? So it starts from the top, starts from the higher level to the lower level, because if change wants to happen, it has to start from the higher level, from the top. So our president wants to like eradicate some of them, you understand? But we are looking up to them. So if they can be able to eradicate some of them, I think the country will be able to change.
Okay, thank you, David.
Let me ask something here. They say a transformational leader changes the perspective, redesign. The word was redesign perspective and values. The pursuit is the moral core. Because the moral core of a nation is determining everything we are doing. The excessive lifestyle, what's that for? Why are we trying to prove a point? Somebody is passing, you are passing as if you are not first world nation. The people who have the first world nation and everything they need in their own environment are not living the way we are living.
Yeah.